Hey, Lo-Ryders, it's me, Lois, and it's 11:23 here in the Pacific Northwest. And I went on a date tonight. I went on a date with my husband, Michael. Today is our 22nd wedding anniversary. We got married on July 4th, 2003 in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we've been together for 23 years. We got together the year before in July 13th. So technically it'll be 23 years. July 13th or 12th, July 12th. I don't remember. You know, I'm at level 66, so sometimes I forget. But I just wanted to let you guys know that we went out and celebrated our anniversary tonight. And I actually went to Applebee's. Okay, ladies, you can't go to Applebee's with your man. Don't listen to them young whippersnappers telling you that you have to go to an expensive restaurant to have a very good time. Because we had a very good time. Everybody was in our business about our anniversary. And that's the type of atmosphere I like. Okay? But let me tell you something. They had to force me to go out because y'all know me. I like to stay in the house. I like to stay in this room. I like to keep the door closed and the curtains closed when it's too hot and mind my damn business. I drink my Coors Light and I drink my water and I mind my business, okay? But they ganged up on me tonight. My grandson and my son, they ganged up on me. And my grandson told me last night, said, look, there's 3 of us against you. That's 3 guys, my husband, my son, and my grandson. Okay, they said I was going out. As I was going out, I called Michael's sister who didn't answer the phone. So I had to call my little cousin Carrie, my little bit in North Carolina, and had to let her know that Michael was kidnapping me. And she had to let him know, don't be doing too much, you dig? So, but I just wanted to share that with y'all tonight. We did have a very good time. But the reason I'm here today is to talk about Season 1, Episode 2 of Divorced Sistas. Tyler Perry's Divorced Sistas. Oh my God, this show is the bomb. Okay? That's all I gotta say. The show is the bomb. If you're not watching it, you need to be watching this show. Okay? Now, I am late with this because I did have a problem with my channel and so forth and getting stuff uploaded and whatnot. But I think everything is in order now, so we're going to go ahead and see if this works out. If it don't, then I'll go ahead and put it on Reality Insights 2.0. But I'm pretty sure it'll work now because I see everything come back up one by one and all my playlists and everything up are starting to open up. So, we left off in Season 1 with this little Jezebella. Her name is Isabella or Isabella, whosoever. It sounds like Jezebella, okay? So the little Jezebella, Isabella, was trying to convince Rashida, Pastor Rashida, that her husband, Pastor Jefferson, Pastor Jeff, is cheating on her. And she's like, do you think God will forgive me? You know, I got to tell you some things and blah, blah, blah. And Rashida's like, absolutely. You know, well, will you forgive me? Well, why? Because I'm sleeping with your husband. So then that's the cliffhanger of Episode 1. The cliffhanger, okay? And I'm like, what in the flipping dip? Damn, can we get 2, 3, 17, 35, 45 episodes in before we get with the cheating already? But you know what? I'm okay with it because it's got me interested. So if I'm interested, that means I'm going to watch. Okay, so she claims Pastor asked her to the sanctuary to pray on her birthday, which was January 7th. And we're going to assume it was 2025, okay? It may be 2024, but we're just going to assume it's 2025. And then she said he just kissed her. So he just up and kissed you. You didn't do anything or there was no lead into the kiss. He just turned around and kissed you. Meanwhile, you know not Geneva, Rashida. And mind you, I'm going to get Rashida and Geneva mixed up. Yeah, their names are Regina. I said what I said. But I'm going to get them mixed up. Rashida is LaToya Luckett's character, or LaToya Luckett's character is Rashida. And Kadeen Andrea Ellis is Geneva's character. Okay? But I'm going to get them mixed up. But right now, I think those are the two best friends on the show. But I haven't totally figured it out yet. I'm still watching. Okay. So meanwhile, Geneva's putting two and two together, and she's listening to this little girl here because she know her husband, okay? She may not know everything about him, and she may not know for 100% that he is not cheating, but she knows for 125% that he is not cheating in the church, okay? And that's very important here, okay? She's took a homegirl, little Isabella, to the sanctuary, and she trying to pretend, oh, I can't go in there, and I'm so innocent, I'm practically a virgin. Girl, if you don't sit down somewhere, I'm going to pluck you in your damn forehead, okay? With your lying self. Okay, so she took homegirl to the sanctuary, and she asked her, where was the pastor at? Where was she at? How did this all happen? But she asking questions that grown women ask. Little girls will tell you a lie and other little girls will believe it. But a grown-ass woman is going to ask you questions. And if she gets the proper answers, she's going to make a decision based on the answers that can be corroborated, verified, and I's dotted and T's crossed and everything with a signature on the bottom, and then the university seal from the President Barack Obama of the United States. I said what I said, okay? Shout out to Mr. Barack Obama. Hey, Mr. President. Okay. So, Isabella is claiming, because, Geneva's asking her questions. Well, where was the staff at? Well, they were outside the door. Where was his right-hand man? Dude was outside the door. This is what Isabella was telling her. So Rashida looks at his calendar, because she's telling her tonight, and she's explaining to her, well, on this night, he had this going on, and Jezebella gets a little attitude. Now, why you getting an attitude when you know you're lying? Why do you have an attitude when you know out the gate you're lying? This is supposed to be a con, and if the con don't work, you abort mission. But no, she want to put all 10 toes down, and she want to double down, triple down, quadruple down, and all that other stuff. So, Rashida says, let me read you some scripture. She reads the scripture from Psalms 37. We're not going to read that now, okay? The wicked ones shall not be, and I've been watching you. And she lets her know, I've been watching you. I've seen how you've been looking at my husband. I've seen how you've been eyeballing my husband. I've seen that he's not paying you no attention. I seen it all. Shout out to Moses. Hey, Moses. Yes, I seen everything that you was doing. I seen all your actions and your machinations and your lust and your pre-con job being set up in front of my face, and you thought I didn't notice that because, I guess you thought because I'm a pastor too that I don't pay attention to what's going on. Well, I'm not the one. So Isabel says, I'm just going to get a lawyer. Okay, well, why didn't you get a lawyer before is what I want to know. And Rashida peeped her home card, and she said, trying to get money. How much money you want, little girl? And Isabel claims she wants justice. You want justice for a con? You gonna really use that? And we know you conning. At this point, we all know you conning. She know you conning. You know you conning. But you still gonna hang in there. You gonna really, really, really wrap that noose around your neck severally until you walk out of there with nothing, because you're not gonna get nothing, okay? And so Rashida said, so why didn't you call the police or call an attorney or do any of these things? And blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I will. Okay, go ahead and do what you got to do, little girl. Because you know what? If this actually happened, you would not have come back to me to let me know what's going on or what you think is going on in your head or what you made up is going on in your head, you would have just went the legal route from the beginning. That's how I feel. If this man literally did something wrong to you, why are you here talking to me? Because I'm going to have his back no matter what, because I'm his wife. So why would you come to his wife? That's how I feel about it. Why you coming to me? If you really want justice, why is it that you coming to me? What is it that you want from me? I know you want some cash money, but that ain't happening. So Isabel claims she'll do that. She'll go ahead and file whatever she needs to do. And before that, Rashida said, let me show you something. And it's like, boom, okay? She got the laptop. And she turns it around, So let me show you something before you go. Because you see that right out there where you said his right-hand man was standing at the door? That's camera 1. And then that's camera 32 over there. And that's camera 675. And this in this room, there's a camera here. There's a camera there. Do you see us on camera right now? Can you see me talking to you right now, letting you know that you full of shit? Can you see that? That's what Rashida was saying without saying it. That's what she was saying. So what we gonna do? Fuck, fight, or boogaloo. That's what she wanted to do. What we gonna do? Okay, is you gonna keep this game up? Because I got all the evidence, including in the room where we first started the counseling session, where you first said that my husband did A, B, C to Z to you. Okay. So what we gonna do at this juncture? So Isabel, hold on, I gotta turn the page, y'all. Isabel looks at her and she gets all huffy, and the justice I guess just goes out of the window. What kind of justice could you possibly want when you're caught in a lie? You dig? So Rashida says, we got to be careful. We got to protect ourselves from little demons like yourself. And every Thursday, everything you said in my office is recorded right here. So if I was you, I'd get to praying for what's about to happen to your life. Okay. For coming up against a man who is not perfect but has the favor of God in his life. Now you may go, and I wish you well in your struggle. I was screaming, I'm telling you, because I knew LaToya. I just love LaToya Luckett. Y'all just got to know that. I just love me some LaToya Luckett, okay? And I knew she was going to read this girl, because when a grown-ass woman starts asking questions in the sequences and the orders and still praying for you at the same time and taking notes and checking those boxes and stuff like that, she know you're lying. But she wants you to go on and bury yourself or hang yourself or whatever it is, drown yourself that you gonna do. She wants you to do all that before she let you know that she knew you were lying from the beginning. Okay? So I was just cracking up. And I'm so glad that Rashida peeped this girl. And then the little girl huffs out the office. Little Isabella, Jezebella, huff her ass out the office. And then here come Bridget. And she's like, another one. I'm like, what? Is this what they do for a living? So these little hooker mamas come up in the church and be trying to trap Pastor Jeff, not knowing the church is fully mic'd up and camered up. Okay? Girl, you got to do your research first before you try to get a man that is fully covered by protections that everybody can't see. Now, everywhere he go ain't protected, but there's a lot of places that he go that are very protected, and especially because he has his right-hand man with him. Okay? And Rashida says, yeah, I'm sick of these hoes. And then Bridget said, they ain't got no shame. And that was that. And of course they started talking about Franklin, but we're not talking about Franklin right now because this is not about Franklin. I just wanted to talk about that one particular scene because I thought that was well done. Well done. And I have to say it was well done because that wasn't what we expected. Because me, being a big Tyler Perry fan, I expected some routine sick stuff like, oh, my husband's cheating, I'm going to go home crying, and we're going to raise heck and all kinds of nonsense and blah, blah, blah. And this little girl's going to blackmail me for the next 75 years. But Rashida shut that down. At the gate, she shut it down, and I'm a happy camper. I want to know what you guys think about the episode. And if you're not watching Tyler Perry's Divorce Sistas, I'm going to need you to get on board, okay? Okay? I'm going to need you to watch this show because I'm only at episode 2. And I know okay, I ain't even got my watch on. It's over here, y'all. It's on the charger. But I know we like 4 or 5 episodes in and I'm only at episode 2. So y'all gonna need to bear with me because I had some problems with my channel. But now that my channel is fully up and running, I'm gonna be bringing you Tyler Perry, Love Island, the girls, the 1,000-pound sisters, and some other stuff I'm gonna be doing. So just bear with me. Okay, and then I also have a second channel, Reality Insights 2.0. I'm going to ask you guys to tune into that. So it's reality _ insights _ space 2.0. Please follow that channel because that's the channel I'm going to be talking about stuff that a lot of people probably don't want to hear from me, or they might think it's too controversial. But you know what? I want to talk about stuff that's actually literally going on in the world today, including content creators, not from just YouTube, from other spaces that are disrespectful for absolutely no reason. And they become successful for being disrespectful to other content creators, to women, and to Black women especially. So those are the things I'm going to be talking about, and I hope you guys will tune into my show. Okay? And I love each and every one of you immensely. You know that. Please get down in the comments. Tell me what you think about this video that I did right now. And I will see you guys in the next video. Wakanda forever. Mwah. Peace.